And welcome to the super fun, awesome, happy time pedal show. My name is Gabor, and today I'm going to do some more unboxing and first impressions. So I have this here, the Mod Dwarf, which you can hopefully see on here. The good folks at Mod Devices sent us this, and if you've watched the channel in the past, you know that we've done work with Mod Devices before with the Mod Duo, right? There's tons of videos. You can watch a video here, for example. So the Mod Dwarf, as far as I know, it's basically the actual internals, the effects, the kind of stuff you can do with it is all kind of the same. It's the actual hardware is different, and the way it is set out is a little bit different as well. So with the Mod Duo, to edit patches and stuff like that, you need to connect it to the computer. And if you want to, like I said, I'll link to a few videos down below if you want to see the kind of computer environment and how to set it up. It's really simple. But as far as I know, the Mod Dwarf was set up to be more, you can do all the editing on the fly on the unit, right? So what I thought today is I'm going to get it out of this, and then I'm going to do quick first impressions without plugging it into the computer, just to see what you can do with it out of the box. The sounds that come in it, right, without downloading any extra sounds from their website, which if you want to see more about that, like I said, there's videos on that below, and there will be full videos on this coming up. But today I just want to plug it in, first impressions, see how it all works without looking at a manual, without doing anything, just plugging it in. So let's have a look at it. So this is the box it comes in. So let's open it up. So it comes with a thank you for purchasing letter, which I didn't purchase, this was sent to me, but thank you, Mod Devices. And it comes in what looks like a really cool carry bag or carry case. Like pretty heavy duty feeling carry case. Let's open it up. Ooh, okay. So, we have the Mod Dwarf, we have power supply with Australian connection, which is always good. We've got a nice looking braided USB cable, so USB A to USB B. We have the power supply, which you will need in a second. We have a USB, which I'm not 100% sure what that does, but we will find out. Ooh, and we have, look at that, which looks like dual lock. Yeah, that's dual lock. That's good. Good. Oh, and normal Velcro as well, and dual lock for which is already cut to size for this. So here we go. All right, let me just quickly readjust the camera and the focus to this. Look, that looks like it's in focus to me. Okay, so let's take this off. This is always very satisfying. Okay, let's have a look at it. So this is the Dwarf. So it's a much smaller unit compared to the Mod Duo. It's got 3 soft switches, 3 endless encoders, which are also buttons. And it's got these 3 buttons underneath it, another button here. Let's have a look up the top. We have 2 ins and 2 outs. Now, same with the Mod Duo, it had 2 completely separate ins and outs, which you can either route in stereo as 2 completely separate rigs, actually, even. You've got, I've got one of them somewhere. Ah, yeah, it's got one of these, like mini MIDI, like one of those headphone jack style things to MIDI in and outs. It's got the control chain. So control chain, I believe, and I might look into that as well. This has got it as well. And I think they make a foot controller that you can hook up via this, and you can also link multiple ones. So I'm actually going to see if we can link these 2 together. I'm not 100% sure if that's what it actually is, but we'll find out. 12 volt 2 amp power supply, which we got here. Then you've got a USB A and USB B. So usually USB B, this one, so the sort of square one, is the one you use to connect it to your computer with, to do software updates, firmware updates. USB A, you can, for example, because the thing with this is it's not just an effects unit, it also has, for example, synthesizers in it. So you can plug in USB MIDI keyboard, for example, which it will most likely power as well. I think on the Mod Duo, it powers it as well. You can plug in a keyboard, so you can play keys, for example, with it. You've got a headphone output and then the two outs. So that's that. So I'm going to now very quickly plug it in stereo, and then we're just going to do a quick first impression. So see you in a sec. All right, I'm back and I'm all plugged in now. So this is what it looks like. Let's have a quick look at some knobs and stuff like that. So you've got the 3 buttons down the bottom. That turns the effect on. Okay, hang on. So you've got those three kind of, can you see that all right there? You've got the 3 boxes down the bottom. So I'm going to say that's foot C, so that's not assigned at the moment. That's assigned to this. And this looks like it scrolls through pages, but we don't have any pages at the moment. And then you've got, oh, stereo input. Okay, but we want to turn it off anyway. So these 3 knobs control the 3 parameters that are displayed here. And I'm going to say this scrolls through, yeah, so that scrolls through pages of parameters. So the way you got to kind of look at it is there's always one effect displayed on here, or roughly one effect. I guess you can assign whatever you want to those knobs too. This is all stuff you do on a computer, and we'll get to that. And there's videos on that here and link down below where we're actually looking at how the ecosystem works, this computer-related ecosystem, which I think is exactly the same with this and the Mod Duo. But you set all the stuff up on the computer, and then you can assign any of the parameters of any of the effects to any of these, and you can turn effects on and off. So you can, it's very easy, and it's very easily done and assignable. So basically you have multiple parameters for each effect. You can turn the effect on and off, and then you can scroll through the different effects and different effects pages, I guess. What does this do? Okay, so this is you got to hold it in. Okay, input gain, settings. Okay, input gain, output gain. So this is like global controls and stuff like that. So let's just leave it at that. And then with this, you go into that. Okay, and then the red exit. Okay, with that, you go back. Okay, so that's your global parameters. Then let's see, I'm going to say those 2, that's your tuner. Oh, and there you have pages. Beats per minute. Oh, is it beats? Okay, no, you have to put beats there. So it's like if you have a drum machine and stuff like that, I guess you do it within that. But you've got a tuner. You can assign whether you want it mute as you're tuning, whether it mutes or not, I'm supposing. And input 1 and 2. Now, with all the Mod Devices stuff, inputs 1 and 2 and outputs 1 and 2 are completely separate, right? So you could have, like a electric guitar thing with amp sim going from input 1 out of input 2. So if you play electric guitar, you have all effects with amp sims and all that stuff in it, and then input 2 and output 2 could be an acoustic guitar with no amp sims, and or you could have input 1 you have your guitar running into it, input 2 you have keyboards running, or synths like Eurorack stuff running into it and using the effects on it. So they're completely separate inputs and outputs. So you can say whether you want input 1 to tune or input 2 to tune, I guess. And then you press both, you go out, yeah. And then those 2, so those 2 you go through what's called pedal boards. So pedal boards, again, that's the ecosystem. Pedal boards is where you're on the computer in your browser. So you plug it in via USB. You type in I think with the Mod Duo it was http://modduo.local, and then your browser finds it and goes to that. And I guess with this maybe it's moddwarf.local. I don't know, I haven't looked that up yet, but you type that into your browser and then you do it within your browser, so you don't need to download an app. And you set up these different pedal boards. They're like presets basically. And then here with this, you can scroll through them and recall them. So let's just go, this was the first one, that Sire Reverb. Let's just try it out and see what it sounds like. Now I'm plugged in stereo at the moment. So I've got my Sire Carlton H7 guitar. Ooh, and there's some reverb there already, which goes through the pedal. And then, okay, so on that's my right, your left, that output goes to the Mozztronics Amp Switcher, which has the Angle Ironball SE selected, and that then goes to the 2 Notes Torpedo live and then straight into Logic from that. And I'll show you the cap sims, so they're coming up now. the IRs, they're Celestion Plus IRs. There's a link below, an affiliate link. So if you want to buy IRs, you don't have to buy the one that I'm using. I think it's a Engel XXL 4x12 cab and a Celestion Greenback 4x10 cabinet, and it's sort of blended together. I think the picture was up already. You don't have to buy those particular IRs, but if you click on the link and buy IRs via that link, that helps out the show. And so on your right, which is my left, I've got the Rev D20, which is the same IRs as well. So that's not connected to a speaker at all. That goes from that straight into Logic. And let's just turn that reverb off quickly. The clean sound with a G chord is this. Let's turn a reverb on, and it's in stereo. So like I said, good speakers or headphones or two phones or stuff, whatever you want to do. And then, so for example, we can turn a decay up with this. We want it to be even bigger. And if you want more shimmer, let's make it huge. And trails are off at the moment, but you can set trails on. Is it maybe here? No, but you can, again, you do that on the computer, but you can turn trails on and off for these things. Okay, let's look at a couple more just to see out of the box what, remain calm. Okay, nothing is on. Ooh, avocado. So avocado is, I've done a video on the avocado here. It's like a stutter glitch kind of effect that they have, which is kind of cool. It's very quiet. Is there volume? Ah, stereo input is on. Okay, so we can turn stereo. That makes a huge difference straight away. Okay, cool. And then we've got Paranoid. It's like a, makes it sound kind of dirty. Mud. Oh, it's like a univibey kind of thing. Oh, that's a pitch delay, yeah? Is it? Let's turn everything else off. Is that a pitch delay? Yes, it's a pitch delay. How cool is that? Okay, let's turn everything back on. Oh, mud. That's cool. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's scroll through a bit of that stuff and see what happens. Ooh, granulator. Okay. So I think quiet. Okay. A lot of this stuff is set up to have stereo ins and outs. So you got to sometimes, if only one side comes through, you got to find a stereo image, stereo input off. Okay, so this is now. Granulator. And again, you've got, what does this do? Modulate times 3. Effects chain. Muff and DS1. Okay, we've got stereo input on again. You can blend in some dry signals. What else is there? Is there anything else? Oh, and then you go into, okay, so let's just look what else is there. So if you look through it all, Super Looper. Okay, G-Rig. I'm pretty sure G-Rig, Guitar Rig from memory, a lot of these have built-in amp and cap simulations, so I'm not going to use them. Oh, Guitar Effects. There you go. Lush 80s. Let's quickly look at that. And you've got to tap for that delay. Oh, and there's a plate reverb too. And the tri-chorus that gives you that cool stereo spread. That makes it 80s. Let's have another, what about this one? Swirl 70s. Ooh, you didn't even hear, with the phaser on, you can't even hear the verb. There's a reverb, the big reverb. Because the phase is after the reverb, so it goes into the trail. And see, then we're going into instruments. So this is where you can use it as an instrument as opposed to guitar effects. So you can, there's, what did I just see that? E-piano, so electric piano, for example, you plug in a MIDI keyboard and you can use it as an electric piano. There'll be videos on all that coming up, and we've done some videos with the Mod Duo. I'll link to all of that stuff below. And then you've got more other things. Glitch Freak, let's see what that sounds like. on, you can mute the glitch. There's tons of stuff. I mean, we'll look through it all and default and all that sort of stuff. All I really wanted to do is just kind of quickly look at it to see what it sounds like just straight out of the box without plugging it into the computer. There's some cool sounds on there. And then the thing is with the computer, once you plug it in, the whole ecosystem, Mod Devices ecosystem, most of the plugins, I think there's around about 1,000 plugins available now, as in 1,000 effects. And most of them are free. There's a handful that cost something. Most of them are free. There's also beta versions that you can be part of, like beta kind of testing kind of thing. We will do a full video and all that sort of stuff. This was just a quick first look at getting it and plugging it in out of the box without plugging it into the computer, without doing any of that stuff, just to see what it sounds like. There's some cool sounds in there. There's some interesting things. Let us know also in the comments below if there's anything in particular you want me to do with it. Do you want me to use it in any specific way, or any particular effects you want us to look at, or any kind of routing options you want us to do with it? I'm pretty sure we're going to do guitar, electric guitar, into amps, into amp sims. We're going to do some acoustic guitar maybe with this as well. Look at the instrument side of it. Maybe look at integrating it with Eurorack, because I know there's some CV options that you can do as well. So we will check this out sort of in depth, but let us know if there's anything in particular you want us to do, because it's always appreciated. It makes it easier for us to kind of work out what to do with this. Also, if you like what we do, and if you want to get notified when the Mod Dwarf video comes out, or any other videos come out, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. About 90% of our viewers are not subscribed to the channel, and that's you, maybe. So if you're not subscribed and you do like what we do, please subscribe, because it does help. So on that note, big thank you once again to the awesome people at Mod Devices for sending this out to us, to Jesse and everyone there. Stay tuned for heaps more videos with it. Check out all our Mod Duo videos, which I've linked to down below, and there's another one here. And bass, actually, we'll do it with bass as well, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, anyway, more on that soon. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.